add the latest chapter to this long-time Richland County matchup between Lucas and Clear Fork. Rural communities separated by a few country roads with great traditions of gritty play and fanatical fans. It's the Cubs and Colts lacing up for more than just a victory, and it's all on the way next.
Here we go now.
Here we go now. Here we go now.
It's Freedom Fest, Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more. Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
It is senior night here inside of the Cub Cave, where Lucas looks to celebrate with win number 17 on the season if they can avoid an upset performance by the visiting Clear Fork Colts. Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Mechanics Bank pregame. My name is Brian Skronsky. Got Hayden Gray with me, and hey, look at all those great-looking seniors out there. Always a phenomenal atmosphere, Hayden, anytime that you're celebrating somebody performing on their floor for the final time.
Yeah, it's always exciting to have senior night, especially in a place like the Cub Cave. Such a supportive community. They always show out for everything, and especially a big game against a close team nearby, just in the neighboring valley. So we got a great crowd here tonight. Seems like it's going to be rowdy if the JV game energy carries over, so exciting stuff.
Yeah, it was a pretty hard-fought game of that JV. It looked more like a football contest at times, but that's what the brand is around here for Lucas and for Clear Fork. For the Cubs, celebrating 3 seniors tonight, Peyton Sturts, Patrick Bischel, and then Jimmy Hignite. So plotting all 3 of them, they'll be on the floor to start here this evening. Have to find out who they're going to be with. All right, let's dive into the matchup a little bit deeper tonight, folks. 2 programs that meet basically near the end of every single season. Lifetime, the Colts are 31-11 all-time versus the Cubs, including a victory over them last year. But just looking on paper, of course, Lucas expected to be a big favorite here, Hayden.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting. You know, we talked a little bit about it in pregame. It's one of those where if there were, game lines on high school games, they'd probably be a big favorite. But this is a Clear Fork squad who surprised some teams, and then, one team, they had Shelby surprise the other night, had them down to 5 points at the end. But on paper, yes, Lucas looks to be a clear-cut, heavy-cut favorite tonight.
Look a little bit deeper now at Clear Fork in their season. 14th now for head coach Steven Bechtel. And he's had some tribulation, no doubt. They're getting outscored on average by 18 points per game. And a fun factoid that I know he doesn't like, and that nobody out in the Clear Fork Valley is really interested in being a part of. They've had 2 seasons, Hayden, where they've won just 1 game during the year, that in 1986 and 1970, but never gone winless in the regular season.
Yeah, that is not the statistic you like to see, and you can tell they're definitely not proud of it. It's a team that does have a big chip on their shoulder. I think that line surprised us the other night about how competitive it was with Shelby, and I think a little piece of me even hurt. No biases or anything, but it hurt. They were close, and that would have been a fantastic win. So we'll see if they come out with that same fight tonight with just a few games remaining on the season.
Definitely expect the Colts to come out here and play with some pride, no question about it. For Lucas, the Cubs looking for an 11-1 home record if they can get a victory here tonight. They're scoring a shade above 53 points per game, consistently, always playing defense. That's what they're known for around here. Almost every single game so far this season, they have held their opponent under 50, Mr. Gray. That's impressive.
Yeah, defense wins championships. I mean, it's a age-old statement, but these guys definitely attest to that statement, prove its value, and they just, the other night when you were here against Plymouth, that was a game that was close after half, even into the third quarter, and then they just exploded offensively, but defensively they didn't give anything up either.
And talking off camera to Coach Eisman about that, I said, is that the best stretch of basketball that you think you've seen your team play so far this season? And he felt like there's been some different times, some moments, of course. They have it in them on any given night at any time to go absolutely berserk offensively like we saw during that game against Plymouth late in the third quarter and into the fourth. So this is a team certainly capable, and looking forward to them performing here tonight on senior night. Great atmosphere here inside of the Cub Cave. This is awesome, man. So it seems like there's a lot more at stake here than a typical game when a team comes in winless. But that's what we have between these 2 great rivals.
I think so, too. I mean, it's one of those that can very well turn into a trap game type atmosphere. I mean, Plymouth had them on the ropes until that big stretch came, and this is a game where once tournament seeding, once conference champions decided, I mean, you're playing for pride, and sometimes, I mean, that's the absolute best thing to be playing for. So if they can get things going early and not get themselves into too big of a hole, I think they can keep it competitive for at least the first half and then evaluate where they're at and draw up a game plan for success.
We'll now pause for the playing of the national anthem and then get ready for live and free Boys High School Hoops. All right, now let's dive into the keys to the game. We'll begin with the visiting Colts. Well, no, we're not. Let's talk about the Cubs right away. I just feel like, dude, they can't let themselves down. They need to come out here and they need to prove that they are the top dogs in this contest. Just because Clear Fork's the bigger school and has beaten you pretty consistently doesn't mean that's going to happen tonight. You got the better record. You got the better team. Show it.
I 100% agree. This is actually my first time seeing these guys in person with my own eyes, and I hear a lot about them. We talk very highly of them, so I'm excited. They got to prove that worth, and how they got to do that, you got to corral the Colts. Don't let these guys, they're playing with pride and playing with just whatever they have left, so don't let them use that to their advantage. Don't let them get ahead. Put them away early, and don't give them any shot.
And for the Cubs, that usually starts with the Toms brothers, a great 1-2 punch like a Simon and Garfunkel, Jay-Z and Kanye, Will and Grace, Big Mac and Fries, all those great things blended together in two brothers that are the two stars of the team. And obviously, not only are they getting the time and practice with one another, and then in the games when you're at home playing in the driveway, they have such great feel for one another. It's incredible to watch these two guys out there and perform.
Yeah, man, I get really excited when I see highlights from these guys because I can't imagine. Just thinking of getting a chance to play and play at such a great level with my own brother, man, that's such a fun thing that, will be a core memory for these guys forever, and they're doing it at a stellar performance, and they're really, putting themselves out there, carrying this team. They got a lot of guys around them that can help too, but, man, that's got to be a great feeling to be able to do that with your brother.
All right, for the underdog Colts here tonight, let's check out our keys to the game presented by Mechanics Bank. And for you, it's just a whole bunch of hollering.
Yeah, I think they got to holler at Holler's way. He's not the team's leading scorer, but when I've seen them play in person, I've done about 3 of their games so far this season. When he plays with confidence, they at least keep themselves in it offensively. He can hit some three-point shots. He's crafty. He's quick. So I think they need to look his way tonight.
And for me, it's just got to be maximum, supreme effort. What do you have to lose here on the road other than the game, man? Go all out. You know what I mean? Just because you're 0-20 doesn't mean that it's not going to happen for you here in this building tonight. My coach told me time and time again when I was growing up in high school, the 2 things that you don't have to have no talent for are energy and effort. I want to see Clear Fork come out here, talk with one another, and then just leave it all out on the floor. Don't play like an 0-20 team in terms of your effort. That will wrap up our pregame show presented by Mechanics Bank. That's better. All right, Caden, both these teams laced up. They're ready for action. Pretty electric environment in here, and it's not just us that's doing the broadcast tonight. We've got some competition. ESPN is here, too.
That's awesome empty right now. Tip-off coming. They better get up here. But you're right. I see them hustling, and we even said, they're attire, apparel. We almost feel underdressed.
Yeah, they put us to shame that their camera's way bigger than ours. It might be made out of cardboard, may not produce a real video signal, but they got it going on. Huge shout-out to the Lucas section here tonight.
You'll love to see it.
And the starting lineups. So the 3 seniors going to be on the floor here to start, along with the 2 Toms bros. We'll see how long they elect to stick with them. And I'm excited to see this freshman, Segno Alt, transfer into the Lucas community, or the Clear Fork rather. D'ing up right now on Corbin Toms. I know they're very excited about him.
It's always nice when you can have one of those guys that brings in some new, fresh energy, some fresh vibes to your team, come in with a new attitude.
Lucas, who does such a great job of winning the turnover battle just about every game. I showed you they only give it away under 10 times per contest. Come out of the gates in the first 20 seconds, opening possession, throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, rare turnover for them. They do usually take quite good care of the ball.
First 3 ball of the night from Holler won't fall. So here comes Toms. Running the show down the middle, switched to the left hand and got foul on his way to the bucket.
Toms.
So Corbin
running
Toms
the show
heading
down
to
the
free throw
middle,
line.
switch to the left hand. And
Nice job to maneuver his way through the paint. made sure he was able to fight through that contact, give himself a chance at a three-point play. As he knocks down the first of 2 shots.
Corbin averages 12.3 points per game on the season, second best on the Cubs roster behind Baby Bro. Knocks them both down. Alt, nice skip pass. Van Osdol from the corner, left-hander. Can't get it to drop. And the loose ball goes out of bounds, back over to the Cubs.
I like the look that Clear Fork got there. It seems that that's kind of been one of their stories too. They start games off getting good looks. Just got to get those shots to fall.
Bischel back out to Toms. Gets the switch now with Van Osdol. Love to see these seniors looking for their shots here early in the game. This is your moment to shine. Bischel, the only player of the 3 that gets significant minutes for Lucas. Try to get some more touches perhaps here for Sturts. Get Hignite going. Said it's Bischel, back iron, tipped out. Cubs will keep it.
Yeah, I agree, Brian. It's always nice when the coach gives the nod for those seniors to get into the starting lineup if they aren't on a normal basis. But yeah, you definitely want to go out there, especially with the season that Lucas has had. Their spot in the tournament and wrapping up the conference, 4th in a row is solidified. So go out there, play competitive, and try and get some points for those guys.
Second turnover now for the Cubs in the opening 2 minutes. Saw them do something similar against Plymouth, where I think they had 3-4 turnovers in the first quarter and then only 3-4 for the rest of the game. So certainly expect them to settle down as Mason Pipes gets inside for the first point of the night for their Clear Fork.
That'll be the 3rd turnover for Lucas as they hand the ball over again.
Yeah, rocky start a bit for the Cubs offensively, and that's an excellent sign here for Clear Fork. See on the replay, Mason hanging in air, knocking down the shot. Cubs sitting in a 2-3 zone, something I don't think I've seen them put into use at all this season. But with the fresh blood on the floor, works out this time as they force the Colts into a giveaway.
Yeah, as a coach, I think you like these last few games of the regular season, unless you're in a heated conference race or trying to win up a share, to use some of these games to experiment with some different things that you may want to use in the tournament, such as different defensive schemes, some new offensive plays.
Logan Toms right down Main Street, count it, another one on the way.
Beautiful job, acrobatic layup there from Toms. Able to contort that body around there and just make a tough play look easy.
See, he attacked right at 3 different offenders there. And the 3 seniors will check out to a standing ovation. Free throw spins out for Toms. So Cubs lead it 4-2. 3 minutes gone by here in the opening frame. Dornbeer looking to attack off the bounce. Spins inside and call for the travel.
Dornbeer walk there, so turnover for the Colts, but he's someone that I've seen flashes from this season as well. I think when he's in the lineup, they play well, offers some size for them in the paint.
And with Riddle leading the team this season, he's the best height that they have out there, as Ty Lenhart, fresh off the bench, lines up a triple.
Great looking shot from him. Able to keep that form at the top. The Cubs will apply some full court pressure.
How about Holler going down to his backside twice while bringing it across?
Yeah, impressive job from him to keep his dribble going and keep it alive.
Tipped out, last touch by Lucas. Clear Fork backdoor, athletic move by Pipes to go up just to catch it. Missed the shot, but an offensive rebound. Now a tie up on the floor. Possession arrow belongs to Lucas, and one more look here at Caleb.
Yeah. Nice job to keep it alive.
Pipes turns inside, bucket. One more coming too. Looks like Mason Pipes was a guy that early on in the year wasn't getting a ton of minutes and starting to come on here. Kind of the go-to offensive weapon right now.
Yeah, nice job from Pipes to finish there, because something that was just in the back of my mind that I was about to bring up was one thing that has just been a plague for these Colts is finishing. They get opportunities, but they can't finish around the hoop. Able to there, though. A three-point swing, get this one right back to a two-point game.
Off the double screen, here comes Corbin Toms. Swinging it now, Lenhart. Down the lane, bullies his way in. And he'll force a foul. It's going to go against Mason Pipes with the push. Third foul now against the Colts. First against Mason. Lenhart, such an aggressive, physical player, now with 5 points. With Aiden Culler going out with the injury several weeks back, Ty certainly taken over. Filled those shoes nicely, helping create the steal here.
Good ball movement from the Cubs there, not rushing any of the shots.
Swing it side to side, Logan Toms jump stop, fake, and lost the handle. See if Clear Fork can capitalize on the transition game. Instead, they'll give it right back. Both teams with 4 giveaways apiece.
Yeah, just a clear travel there. Took one too many steps, got to hand the ball right back to Lucas.
Danilo calls for the screen, picks up his bounce now. They lob it inside, Smolin. Thought he was gonna have an easy one, good pressure, and the second opportunity's good.
Good job not to bail on the first miss, stuck with his shot. Just another display of size for the Cubs, and Victor Skoog's gonna turn the ball over.
Gonna call him for an offensive foul. That was something he could get away with as a quarterback. Out on the gridiron, not so much here. So 5 turnovers for Clear Fork, but still just down by 6.
Good look on the pass there. If it wasn't for the foul, probably would have had an easy 2.
It's going to be the second on Mason Pipes. Looks like he's going to have to check out as Aaron Brown comes over to the scores table. And Mason will sit down. He's got all 5 points so far for Clear Fork, who doesn't have a player on the roster averaging more than 6 points per game. As Toms lets it fly, rainbow shot 2 times off the rim. And here comes the Colts. Van Ostel with the fake, pretty play in transition.
And that's exactly what they need. Speedy took care of the ball, pretty little fake, and get some much needed points.
Lenhart with the jump stop. No whistle, and Ty continues to fill it up offensively. 7 points of the Cubs, 13 off the bench. Now an interception picked off by Andrew Finello. Great dish, timeout taken by Coach Bechtel. Cubs starting to find their stride here on both sides. As you see the Mechanics Bank replay, no look pass from Toms to Toms.
And that was a beautiful chance to get a good replay in there. And I think that is something that makes this Cubs squad so dangerous. They're just very balanced. You know, the Toms brothers, we took a look at their stats combined. So when you break those down between the two, there's not really one guy that has to be the do-it-all guy for Coach Spittler, or excuse me, Coach Eisman's squad.
Yeah, speaking of Coach Spittler, looking around, don't see him again here tonight. So I think that's a perfect segue into our fan zone. Just drop us a comment on the Facebook or the YouTube. Scott, if you're out there, if you're watching again tonight, just let us know you're all right. Always love seeing you in person, but if we can get you on a comment, we'll take that as well. And always love hearing from the fans. Where are you watching from? Who are you cheering for here tonight? Hit us up. We'll read your comment on the air. Van Osdol with a nice fake. Got to the mid-range J. And the smooth lefty knocks it down. 4th field goal for the Colts here in this first.
Quick 4 points for him. Keeping Clear Fork around here in the first quarter.
Corbin backs it up. Looks like going to reset. From the foul line.
Wow.
Panks are open here late, baby.
What a tough, really earned that 3-point play, because that shot, not too often you're going to see a mid-range jumper take as clean of a bounce off into the hoop as you did there, earned his way to the line for a 3-point play.
Finello was almost embarrassed about it as you watch the reaction there. That's awesome, man. He wanted the swish, but hey, it all counts the same, Andrew.
That it does.
So Lucas 2 for 4 at the charity stripe, leaving a couple points on the table. See if Clear Fork can find some more offense. Now it's Van Osdol over on the bench. Brown got his pocket picks. Corbin Toms shielding off Skoog as he goes coast to coast.
Yeah, Lucas on an absolute tear in this last minute 30 seconds. Shot their lead all the way up to 10 points with 10 seconds to go.
Dornbeer initially drew a double, now backs it out. Takes it to the cup. Collects his own miss, and no good at the horn after one. We've got a double-digit advantage for the Cubs on senior night.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors, because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
Second quarter, here we go. Inside of the Cub Cave, senior night here for Lucas. And off to a nice start are these Cubs. 10-point differential here. And they've got the basketball to kick off the second 8-minute stanza. My name's Brian. I've got Hayden Gray with me here tonight. And for Lucas, after getting the seniors 3 good minutes to start the game, got their full-time kids in here and kind of taken over, Hayden, as we expected.
Yeah, they're going on one of those runs where They've got it going on both sides offensively. They stop coughing the ball up so much, getting good looks, good ball movement, and then defensively just not letting Clear Fork get any easy baskets. I don't think any of these 9 points have really come easily for the Colts.
And now a chance for some freebies for Lucas the rest of the way. 17 foul already against the Colts, so this is the bonus. Logan knocks down the front end. He's 3 for 3 so far from the free throw line tonight. Knocked down 14 over the weekend in the big win over Plymouth.
And that's a great number. You love to see that because I believe I talked about it in a game earlier this season with Travis. Free throws can be difficult. I don't think people understand, you know, the amount of pressure that's on you sometimes, because the high school free throw numbers most times for teams aren't too, you jump out and you see, well, it's quite low, but they're really pressure situations, and especially in certain places. I know the Cub Cave here can be pretty quiet. Not tonight.
I try not to critique people's free throws. I myself was a 59% free throw shooter in high school, so that's actually what Lucas is on the season as a unit. They've got a few guys that are some standouts, some others, like me back in my day, that bring them back down closer to the 58% mark. As Scoog drops through 1 of 2. And that falls through for a 3-pack from Smolin.
Yeah, and that's just unselfishness on example there again. Ball movement, so crucial, and just displays how balanced they are, that they've got guys around the perimeter that can do it.
Second made trifecta here tonight for the Cubs. Got Clear Fork on the ropes now. 14-point hole that they're in, Mr. Gray. And this is exactly what our, or at least my key was, that we couldn't see from them. I don't really see Clear Fork talking a whole lot out there. I don't see people like urging themselves to, hey, let's get after it. We're playing a really good Lucas team. Like, we've got to bring it a little bit quiet, a little bit casual. And I think that's why Steven Bechtel called the timeout. Just wants to see his guys, like, turn it up, man. Like, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, you got high school sports don't last forever, and these seniors tonight are going to know that. So it's one of those things where you've got an opportunity to go out and play a sport that you love. You're doing it with your friends, you got your buddies, and you know, I've been on my share of teams that didn't have a lot of wins come into the season, and you just don't get enough opportunity to do it. So just talk, try and get back to the basics of what you know, have fun, communicate, and results will come with that.
Out of the huddle, I see Clear Fork being very vocal here, especially Bone Dornbeer, just a sophomore.
And that's a good sign if you're a Colt fan, because you need that youth movement to be some of those leaders stepping up now.
Skoog had his pass tipped out of bounds, intended for Segno Alt. And for Victor, scoring just 4.6 points per game. Like to see him as a junior, some of these other upperclassmen, take some initiative offensively. At least turn up the aggression meter. Here goes the freshman down the middle of the lane. Long rebound comes out to Finello. Just the third rebound of the game for Lucas. As Smolin lets it fly again. Not the same result from the opposite side. Alt pushing it forward for Dornbreyer. Now down on the block. Shot goes up and through for Garrett Hotz.
Nice job getting their first points in quite some time. Needed those ones to go in. Get some momentum back in your favor.
And two freshmen out there right now on the floor for Clear Fork. Getting some quality minutes here at the end of the season. Ty off the side of the iron that time. And now the Colts looking for back-to-back buckets for the first time this evening. Should keep the basketball. Yeah. And let's take a look at our competition here in the building tonight. That's right, ESPN Sports are in here. They came up, they asked me if I was available for an interview later. Yeah, I got some butterflies in my stomach. I've never been on ESPN. I don't know what to expect after the game, so.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
They got it going on right now. It's a good-looking setup. You see that awesome camera.
Yeah, we might have to look into a few of those here.
Certainly.
On the OH.Report.
Yeah, might have to hop on to eBay when I get out of here tonight. When we get back to getting some service. Logan Toms taking it to the rack. Drawing some contact. He'll shoot 2.
Tried to get one of those three-point plays to go again. Gave himself a pretty good chance. But nonetheless, another opportunity to knock down some free throws. 1 foul closer to the double bonus as well for the Cubs.
First miss from the foul line tonight for Logan. Cubs are 4 of 7 as a unit. And the score will remain 24-12. Clear Fork getting doubled up here on the road. And another bad giveaway for them. Turnover number 8. Cubs looking to cash in. Corbin will do it.
And that's just a difference between, two programs right now. Cubs have the personnel to be able to run down the floor, get a shot right away. Clear Fork needs to spend a little bit more time setting up that offense.
Lucas switching everything out on the perimeter right now as Scoob goes to work. Got bumped on the body on his way to the 10. And they're going to say that's a shooting foul going against Logan Toms, his first.
Oh, and as you said, one of the good things that Clear Fork does have going is you've got youth, and they're getting a chance to play against a team that's going to probably do some pretty good things in a tournament and has done good things all season long. So a good chance for them to try different rotations tonight, allow their youth to get out there, force them to be in a position where they have to step up, be vocal, be leaders, because there's no other way to, kind of reset your program other than to allow those guys an opportunity to find their voice.
Cubs got Bischel back out there along with Hunter Church. Tom's looking to attack Alt. Had him stuck in his shoes as there's a block shot on the perimeter there. Nice job by Logan Richmond to get a piece of that. And Body's getting tangled up on the far side. That's a lot of what we saw at the end of the junior varsity game.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of carryover from that one. We had a technical foul earlier in that one and several warnings. Only took a quarter and a half to get there so far tonight.
That was definitely some wrestling right there. Yeah. And it's a double foul, and I think that's the perfect call when you watch the replay. Certainly all had a hold of Corbin, but then watch this. Woo. Corbin just goes boom.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those rivalry mentality plays.
Clear Fork looking to defeat Lucas for the second straight season. And that's going to be back-to-back fouls on Corbin Toms in the last 2 seconds. Matter of fact, it's a technical foul. And after the German suplex by Corbin, followed it up with a little bit of aggressive defense, at least too aggressive for the officiating crew's taste.
Yeah, possibly trying to make their mindset known now that they're not going to let that fly tonight.
Dornberg gets a chance at one more here. Try to trim the margin down to 11.
Was able to knock down the second of 2 shots. And the Colts will maintain possession on the ball here.
It's an important stretch here for Clear Fork. You can get it down to single digits with a bucket here on this possession. Just try to keep building on that confidence, especially with Corbin Toms over on the bench. That's not going to help. Turnover number 9 for the Colts. And I'm sure that's been the story of their season in a lot of ways. Just killing your own momentum.
Yeah, and that can be the most deflating thing you can do that will prevent you from finishing games or putting 2 halves of a game together. And ones like that do not help your cause either.
Logan Toms just comes dashing down the lane there like a kid on a sled. Such speed, so crafty, can finish with both hands at the rim. He's got 8 points now, leading all scorers.
I don't know why, but it just feels like such a Lucas-esque trait to, get more 3-pointers from 3-point plays, and from behind the arc itself, just a tough, gritty squad. That's going to pick up another foul there on the Colts.
Second offensive foul actually called against Victor Skoog here in this contest.
So he caught him with an elbow there.
11th foul overall for Clear Fork. Going to run the offense through Andrew Finello here. As they go to the box, Mullen pops out. Bring Lenhart off a double screen, lets it fly. And a rebound by Brown. Loose ball foul, I believe will go against Hunter Church. And that's going to be the 7th. Free throws coming up for Clear Fork.
Yeah, Church was looking for a jump call there. It's not going to get it. So both teams will be heading to the line the rest of the way these final 3 minutes until halftime. Shots up, not good though.
Lenhart off the block out. Had Richmond in a tough position.
Yeah, those are unique calls. Because you don't know how much, unless we're in the head of the Colt and Cub player, you don't know whether he's backpedaling to try and draw the contact, or you don't know if you're jumping on the back to try and draw the contact.
That's a fair point. It looks vicious. At the same time, you don't have eyes in the back of your head. You're just trying to block out your opponent as you're instructed to do. Worked out this time in favor of Richmond, who capitalizes 2 for 2. So one bright spot so far for the Colts tonight. Shooting it pretty well from the foul line. 7 of 9 right now.
Yeah, that's a good percentage. You like that for them, and you don't want that to be your only offensive source, but if they can keep finding ways to get there.
As Lenhart does right here with a great up fake. He's able to get Richmond up in the air. Caught Claude on his way down. Maybe trying to get even a little bit for the contacts back at the other end.
Missed the first of 2, but they are now into the double bonus, so he will get 2 shots.
Lenhart averaging 7.5 points per game. He just eclipsed that with his 8th. Mid-range jumper spins out for the Colts. Long rebound chased down by Toms.
So another shot that nearly falls for the Colts. Would have got it back down to 10, just rims out.
Church with a miscommunication. Lenhart went back door. First giveaway in the second quarter, though, for Lucas.
Yeah, the Cubs really tightened down on those turnovers. They were almost halfway to their per-game average in the first quarter, and now doing a nice job of protecting the ball.
Scoob got some space, let it fly, somehow wouldn't go through, and an offensive foul. Trying to chase down the rebound there for Aaron Brown.
Yeah, this one discipline comes into effect as well. I mean, what a turn of events. Skoog nearly knocks down a big three. Instead, you're going to have a miss. Ball goes right back to the Cubs on the foul.
Won't result in free throws, though, with it being an offensive foul. As Lucas looks to add to their lead. 13-point cushion. About 90 seconds to go here in the opening half. Trying to clinch win number 17 on the campaign. The Mid-Buckeye Conference champions. Nice move by Finello. Opens things up for Toms from the corner. Can't give him that much space.
Yeah, no, especially not in your home gym. Comfortable there. Got a spot in the corner. Good ball movement again from the Cubs. Tough defense being played by them here on the defensive side.
That's the Lucas calling card. Get after you, especially on the perimeter, forcing turnovers. That the 11th already for the Colts. That's a formula for failure anytime you come inside of the Cub Cave playing against a team that doesn't give it away more than 10 times on average all season.
I think that communication's kind of dropped off a bit again for the Colts. Definitely going to need coach. Try and get them re-motivated at half.
Looks like Lucas will take a good shot if they can get it. Not necessarily playing for the last look.
Chance to push it to 18 or 19.
Rebound comes out. Zach Dill chases it down. One more heave at the hole.
Kenny Watt, he turned away too.
Man, that almost went around like 3 full rotations. That was like a 720 McTwist that found its way through.
Take a look at that.
Check this out from Hunter. Take him to church. Matter of fact, that's like 5 rotations around the rim. Wow.
You know he felt good after that one.
4th made 3 for the Cubs in the opening half. Extends their lead 36-17 here on senior night. Stick around. We will have the Mechanics Bank halftime coming up. Stats, analysis, and look forward to big second half here inside the Cub Cave. But for right now, go ahead and keep it here with the cheerleaders for a second. A couple of seniors on their staff, too.
It's Freedom Fest Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more.
Somebody else.
Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
halftime here inside of the Lucas Cub Cave, where after 2 quarters of action, it's Lucas on top, 36-17. Some might say that we are the ESPN of Ohio high school sports, but we got the legit ESPN here with us here tonight in Lucas. And check out the camera that they're rocking with. They are big time out here. They're not playing any games. Let's go ahead and dive into those halftime stats with these gentlemen. So as we look at the numbers, boys, what stands out to you? What's making the clear difference here in favor of the Cubs?
I'm seeing those 0 threes right there and the 11 turnovers. I feel like that's
not enough and too many?
Not enough and too many, and we're looking pretty good on threes and turnovers right now.
All right, and for Lucas here, anything else here statistically that you guys like? Well, what are you liking about the Cubs?
I mean, we're just going out there and doing what we do. I mean, Corbin Toms, he's got 9. I mean, he's just killing it tonight. His brother he's starting to have a comeback from the last 2 games. His brother's doing great too. Toms are just leading us right now, so that's good. That's nice.
So give me some predictions here for the second half, gentlemen, as we're about a minute away. How do you see this all resulting on senior night?
I'm going to say they do not stop Ty Lanehart. He is a dog in the paint, and they cannot stop him.
Yes,
and he's going to keep putting up points all night long.
Yes, sir.
All right, any final predictions from you guys down here?
Get some. Yeah, Cub victory. Any predictions from you?
Well, I'm going to try to stay neutral here, but you heard it from these guys right here. Cubs victory on the way on senior night. Send it back over to you, Hayden.
All right, thank you, guys. What an honor to have quite the guest with us for those halftime stats. Always a fun time here in Cub Country. Never know what you're going to get any given night. Love to see it. Love the variety, and hey, like we said, you never know. Maybe someday that sign will say the OH.Report. But yeah, definitely a good time bringing in some guest interviewers, some guest analysis. Who knows, maybe we may have inspired a few future fellow broadcasters out here in Cub Country, but a good job breaking down those halftime stats.
I just got asked by the Stuart Scott over here if he could get a job interview. So looking to jump ship from ESPN over to OH.Report. What's up?
Yeah.
Turning some heads. Love it.
We will take that.
All right, here we go. Third quarter action officially underway. It's going to be Clear Fork basketball. And according to the predictions from the ESPN folk, it's Let's Go Cubs. They don't see it going any other way, Hayden. For Clear Fork, how can they change the narrative here in the second half? Can you see any way that they can make something happen? I mean, making those open three-pointers would help.
Yeah, man, that's such a tough question, and I don't want to say it's already to a point where you're not. You know, you always want to fight to win, but if I'm them, I'm just concerned about putting together some good stretches, and I feel like that just all year have struggled to find some identity offensively. Maybe looking to see what you can do tonight here in the second half with the 16 minutes you got left. What can we find, and who's going to step up? Maybe you'll leave it kind of open to the guys and see who's going to step up.
For Clear Fork and their fans, unfortunately, this is their worst season since 1986 as Logan Toms gets into double figures. 1-20 that year. Their only victory came against Loudonville with Coach Randy Linekum running the show, and then the gentleman who the gym is named after over there in Clear Fork Country, Les Hallenstein. He also had a 1-win season back in 1970. They beat Northmore that year, but those are the only 2 times in history, Hayden, the Clear Fork has had a campaign where they've only won 1 game, never gone winless before. So Coach Bechtel, he's been doing this a long time, 14th season out there, 128 total wins for him. Tough season.
Yeah.
And still got one more chance after tonight. They will be going on the road at Highland, a team not quite as respectable as a Lucas squad.
All right.
So,
yeah,
chance for them.
Yeah, I mean, Highland definitely doesn't back down from a fight. They have a lot of effort, but on paper that would be a more winnable game for them. And it's unfortunate. I mean, Clear Fork has such a great, strong fan base, just like they do here in Lucas. Going over to the Colt Corral's a great time. They have a great game day environment, and especially, I mean, it's been both on the girls' side, too, they got the polar opposite. So maybe they can all collab and, you know, just get those vibes going.
Coach Eisman with a huge smile on his face after he picks up the technical foul.
There's his head.
I honestly was not paying attention. I didn't hear what he said, but he was having a great time. He's been razzing the same ref a little bit here tonight.
Yeah, I better watch it here with Coach Eisman, you know, just a couple feet away. Better watch what we say. Don't want to poke the beast.
I mean, I understand what Coach is saying now that I'm kind of eavesdropping here.
Yeah, now it's hard not to.
One of his guys got clubbed in the back of the head. No call. And Van Osdale gets 1 of 2 here.
He's up to 5 points on the evening.
Pipes was the guy that had it going on for Clear Fork early on in the contest. Like the fight there by Bo to try to secure an offensive rebound. Instead, it's the Cubs coming back the other way. Finello thought about it a couple of times. Now drives inside, cut off. And this is what Lucas does just about as well as any team that I've got an opportunity to cover this season is they'll reset, get a good look. Corbin felt like he got pushed in the back right there.
Yeah,
Coach Eisman definitely thought so, but just keeping his cool.
Colts lucky to get that one to fall after the airmail. Also had a guest visitor up here with us.
Signal Hall came flying, you're right into the Cub bench.
But you're right. I think that is what makes them a scary team, too, is so much of the pace of play, which there's nothing wrong with it because these Cubs can do it themselves, you know, run and gun, get down there, get a quick shot. But having the ability to reset, eat up some of that time, and not rush your shots, that's got to carry you far in the postseason. It's what good teams can do.
You're absolutely right. The ability to do both, marry them together, and try to emphasize one when necessary or the other at any given time in the game. As Finello gets fouled on his way to the bucket. He'll shoot 2. Van Osdale picks up the personal.
Shot just a bit too short. We'll get another.
Quickly want to dive into our Facebook fandom here and see Melinda cheering on the Colts, not giving up on them just yet. Debbie says, let's go Cubs. Travis, go Cubs. And Lena, Joyce, Maxine, all cheering on Lucas. Maxine from Pennsylvania, and then Mike says go Cubbies from Palmetto, Florida.
There it is. There had to be a Florida commentator, a Florida viewer.
Every game there seems to be bare minimum one that's watching from the great Sunshine State.
Yeah, thanks for joining us and enjoy that warm weather.
We got something coming through here starting tomorrow. Very much looking forward to that. It's been a pretty cold last several days, and we're looking at the weather forecast, a high of 71 tomorrow. I saw it's a low of 52. Oh, that's in Miami. Excuse me.
I was going to say, wow, we are really getting warm. Yeah. Sounds about right for Florida. And that shot looks about right. Lucas again able to slither into the paint.
The ESPN crew told me Ty Lenhart would not be stopped. There he is, getting to 10 points on the evening. As Alt lost the handle out to the corner. Continues, drives again, this time fouled.
Well, something I've definitely noticed from him this evening is he seems to definitely have a lot of energy and a lot of fight in him. Something I think that just needs to be maybe a little bit more resembled and embodied by the rest of his teammates. They look a little bit defeated out there, and you know, I can't say it. It's tough. It's tough when you're in this position, but go out there and, like I said earlier, try and enjoy the time you have left playing the game this season.
Cubs looking to get into a set here. 3 out on the perimeter, make it 5 wide now. They go onto the block. Logan Tom switching to the left hand. 2 more. Your first time getting an opportunity to see Lucas in person. And you got to be impressed from what you've seen from number 2, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm definitely thoroughly impressed by them. I think some of the points I've touched on tonight show why they're such a tournament-ready team right now. I think that that blend of how they can run their offense that we talked about is, you know, something you need and something you'll be able to use to your advantage. They've got depth, and they've just got a lot of fight in them, and you can tell that they got a good bond.
And they've got 2 more points on the scoreboard. It's the other Toms this time. Big brother Corbin dropping it in for 2, not to be outdone by baby bro. He's up to 8 and can add to that point total as he's hanging out at the free throw line with a chance to cap off a 3-point play.
Yeah, and I'm not sure I've seen a more impressive collection of and ones, you know, that were followed through and finished off tonight. I think that's probably their 5th or 6th opportunity to get one.
Cubs push the lead up to 22 as they throw a double team. Skoog has to give it up. So does Pipes. Offensive foul is going to be the call going against Logan Richmond. And here's what's coming up later in the week. Tomorrow we've got a couple of girls games to kick off their tournament. Mansfield Christian versus South Central will be live. Hayden, you'll see the number 1 team in the state, Shelby, taking on Columbia to kick off their tournament trail. And then Thursday, the city game, Madison at Mansfield Senior. That'll be live. Mohawk versus Lucas. We'll see these Lady Cubs in action. Have an excellent highlight of that one. And then as we go into the weekend, the Freddie Bird game, Mansfield versus Ashland. The Arrows can clinch an OCC championship with a win there. Colonel Crawford, the next game on the list, looking for 22-0 if they can beat Upper Sandusky. And then a whole bunch of great girls tournament games going on early in the day. And then how about the matchup that we got lucked into? Tiffin Calvert, the number 2 team in Division 4, undefeated 20-0. It's going to be going against another fellow undefeated ranked number 2 in the state in Division 3 in Western Reserve. A lot of great games on the docket for Saturday.
Yeah, I like the decision by both coaches there on that Saturday boys game to get those 2 teams together. And just, I think, you know, that's one of those situations where I think it's just a collective agreement that you want to better yourself for the tournament, give yourself a really good look right before going into it.
It's a win-win.
Great opportunity.
Yeah, assuming, you know, health always an issue
yes.
that you want to factor in, but can't put too much focus on that. And here's another M1 for you, buddy.
Silly. Not the play. The play was very athletic yet again. I mean, another opportunity here. Gets the steal, but didn't anticipate him throwing up this one. Boom, draws a contact off the backboard. Mark another one.
Ka-ching. Came up short on the free throw. Dornbear with a big board. But the Cubs really starting to impose their will here as they come away with another steal. Should have resulted in points. I almost should have been a technical foul. As you see,
yeah, that's a
Skoog grabs him like it was a football play. I mean, it's a clear path.
Yeah, it did definitely feel like a clear path foul. Nonetheless, setting up 26 points, Lucas. Get a chance for some more.
Yeah, they're doing okay. Lenhart Not fouled this time, but guess who? Logan Toms and one. Feels like number 20 tonight for these Cubs.
And Logan Toms, he might just be the king of them tonight. I think that's probably his second or third himself. The brothers now battling it out maybe to see who's going to have more points this evening.
Logan in the pole position. He's got 18 to lead all scores. Lenhart's got a dozen. Corbin with 9. Smolin's got 7. And then 3 points for Andrew Finello. That's the 5 on the floor right now for the Cubs. Alt looking for somewhere to go with the basketball. Smolin bumped him down to the floor. Again, this is what these Toms brothers have been doing so far this season. Look at the combination, man. Like, a lot of points. Solid rebounders, both of them being guards. Excellent distributors. And an offensive foul on the floor here against Bo Dornbreyer.
Yeah, I mean, that combination between those two, what they've been averaging this season so far, those two alone would be holding the lead here this evening.
Well, they are combined for 28 points in this game, right on their season average. So doing the job here tonight. Of the 1-2 punches that I named in the pregame for these guys, Simon and Garfunkel, Jay-Z and Kanye, Will and Grace, Big Mac and Fries, do you have a preference, a favorite, a top dog in that group, Hayden?
Ooh. That's tough. I mean, I'm hungry, so I'm almost starting to lean food.
Big
Mac
and Fries,
but
hey, tough to top.
And if they hold their trend this evening, Lucas probably will hold for the final shot here in the third quarter.
Our director says Peyton and Kemp, his 1-2 punch he'd like to add. Boy, weren't they dynamite in NBA Jam back in the day. First turnover of the night, or excuse me, of the third quarter for Lucas. Colts can't cash it in though at the other end. Still have 16 seconds to play with. See if they elect to hold for the final shot of the frame or if they just go to work. Dornbreyer, shot blocked on the perimeter.
Just no movement there offensively on that possession.
Skip pass, Corbin tracks it down. He'll put it up from the corner. No bombs dropping here to close out the frame, but Lucas kind of proved their point here. 53-24 as we head to money time.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
It's now money time here at the Cub Cave. That's right, fourth quarter action set to begin. The seniors back on the floor just the way that the game started. Looking to close things out, and boy, they've got a nice cushion to work with. 53-24 is the lead. I'm Brian Skronsky, got Hayden Gray with me, and when last we left you guys about a minute ago, as we get a turnover here right away, pipes coast to coast. Hey, Imagine that, Hayden, an and one opportunity coming up for Clear Fork. But we were talking about the best combos that there are, and I think we haven't named it yet.
Ooh.
How about live and free?
Hey.
Together. Booyah.
Couldn't have named a better one. I don't know how that one didn't. I think that one's kind of permanently ingrained in my mind, but man, you're right. The sweet sound of live and free.
Hard to beat. So after the three-point play at one end, Lucas comes back at the other. Trifecta from the corner from Jimmy Hignite off the side of the backboard.
Good opportunity, like you said, for these seniors to come in, get some good playing time.
Expect to play him the last 8 minutes. Here's another senior, Aaron Brown, with the soft touch. First triple of the night for Clear Fork.
And look, you got to always look for those positive notes.
Oh.
Almost another positive one there for the Cubs. They will out to the line, but another shot at a and one as you take a look at that last three. Shooters bounce, able to fall.
Got the Sharman touch on that one. Here's Zach Dill at the free throw line. Sophomore guard, 5'8" for Lucas. Puts that one through. Cubs have really shot it well from the free throw line here in the second half. 6 of 7 now.
Yeah, improved upon their first half percentage. Turnovers have also cleaned up those last 2 quarters, that second and third, man. I think just 1 or 2 combined turnovers. Get a turnover for the Colts on a charge. Hand the ball back over to Lucas.
It's going to be their 6th here of the second half. 17th overall for the game. I think it'd be fantastic to see each of these seniors get into the scoring column here in this fourth quarter. They got plenty of time to work with. Bishel looking to do it with style, using the glass too.
Kisses it off the glass, another tough mid-range. Hurls it up and comes back down a happy man.
Church picks up the foul on the floor. Here's another look. Whoop. How about that up fake?
Yeah.
Had pipes flying by. Brown with the kick out. Alt. Nice acceleration. Mid-range J, no good. And a foul going in for the rebounds. Goes against Mason Pipes, his 3rd.
Offensive fouls on back-to-back possessions for the Colts. Maybe a bit of that end of the game frustration just kind of coming out there. You would like to see them clean that up, finish strong.
And that was a bit of the conversation in the third quarter huddle for Lucas, being right in front of him. It's awesome that you can hear every single word, and that was some of the advice from Corbin Toms is just, you know, don't let them get this and turn this into a physical game, man. Like, it's in hand. Just play basketball. Play some hoops. Brown with the rebound there. Nice shovel pass in traffic. Aaron with the finish.
His 5th point of the evening. Lucas with one of those rare second half turnovers.
Just their 2nd. And we do see Coach Spittler diving into the comment section on the YouTube saying, let's go Cubs. So he's out there tuning in live and free. Here's a senior, Peyton Sturts. Got Brown on him. Senior on senior action right here.
Ball movement around the perimeter.
Let's see if Hignite can drop a three. Came up short. The roof would have come off this place had he been able to put that through. Over here, the student section was ready to go bananas. Chance for some second chance points here. Make it third chance points.
Rough night from the field for the Colts. Good job sticking with it, though, on that possession, not bailing out too early.
Second basket of the night for Bo Dornbreer, who bumps Church on the drive. He'll go to the free throw line for a couple. Cubs continue to shoot it well from the free throw line here in the second half. Push the lead back up to 24.
I think I recognize a few of these Colt substitutions from their junior varsity squad. So again, another chance for some reserves to get some playing time.
Van Osdal lets it fly. Offensive rebound pulled down by Garrett Hotz. His second bucket tonight.
I will say this Colts JV squad is one that plays with a lot of energy and intensity. I think at almost every contest I've been at, they've got some bright things happening in their junior varsity program, and we'll look to get those guys up to varsity next year and you know, turn the chapter on this season.
That was the first basket of the night for Peyton Sturts. Not sure how many he has actually collectively on the season. This is my first time witnessing him get varsity minutes. So now they just really need to get this gentleman right here, Jimmy Hignite, involved. Get him a bucket.
And I think the way things have been going tonight, his time with 3 minutes to go will definitely come.
Van Osdale hesitated a little bit, came up short on the jump shot. Hearing it a bit from the student section.
Wow, relentless energy. You love it, high school basketball.
So Bischel's got two, Sturts got two. As mentioned, just got to get Jimmy Hignite a bucket. It'll be an all-around awesome performance by the Cubs here. As Dale baseline drive got hacked.
Chance for a few more free throws.
The ESPN crew has returned our microphone in one piece. We appreciate that. They've got their own gear over there, though. Pretty nice, homemade. Yeah. Gotta say, admittedly, a little jealous of that camera. I think it's a little bit lighter than ours, just 4 times the size.
Yeah, that camera goes hard, not gonna lie. Sweet colorway on that thing, metallic.
Might throw a bid on it tonight after the game.
You know, maybe come tournament time, you know, I'm sure we'll be seeing the Cubs for a while. Maybe we can get our own one crafted.
Solid point. Maybe the ESPN crew can come with us wherever we go moving forward with these Cubs. My director's excited about the potential competition moving forward.
Yeah, man. I mean, iron sharpens iron. You've got to have some solid competition out there to get the best out of both. And we're definitely having to step our game up this evening.
Here comes Hignite with the rock. Want to see him go to work.
Needs a screen set for him here. Ooh, a little razzle dazzle.
He gave it up though, Dill. Can't get him the assist from the corner. Strong rebound by Alt. Back the other way, that would have been a long 2, I believe. Brown with the tip up. Another rebound for the Colts. Great pass inside. Mike and drill bucket for Grant Spencer.
It's a good look there. Nice quick pass from the top.
Down to the final 60 seconds of regulation. Bischel pops one. And a loose ball foul against Clear Fork. They're closing in on 30 fouls here tonight.
Yeah. It's a pretty up there statistic this evening.
Oh, and look at
a lot of
the
class
free throw
act.
line, huh?
Big opportunity here.
So the 5'6" senior gets in the scoring column.
Walked straight up to that line, the weight of the world on his shoulders, and just smacked that shot. All 3 seniors scoring for Lucas this evening on senior night. Awesome to see.
Sturts and Bischel just checked out, getting some hugs here on the Lucas bench. And a foul down at the other end. Spencer going to the free throw line. So Jimmy's getting set to check out here. And here comes Hignite. A lot of love, a lot of smiles here on the Lucas bench. Awesome sight, man.
Clear Fork misses the second shot, gives Lucas the chance to close this one out for good with 30 seconds to go. Clear Fork doesn't look like, obviously, in this situation is going to foul or try and get the rock back here. And that's going to put a wrap on it.
So Lucas moves to 17-4 on the season, 3rd consecutive victory for the Cubs, and they do it with everybody getting involved tonight. How about all 3 seniors in the scoring column? They're going to join us for some post-game interviews here on the other side of the break. Stay with us. The Mechanics post-game will be just on the other side.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
It's Freedom Fest Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more. Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
We are back now with our Adena Corporation MVPs. We got a trio, a three-pack of seniors, Peyton Sturts, Patrick Bissell, and Jimmy Hicknight, who's got the mic right now. So we'll start with you, buddy. get the last point of the game, standing ovation. A lot of people very happy. Describe just the sensation knowing that the student section loving you out here, and then you getting it done when you had your opportunity. What was it like for you on senior night?
I'm just grateful to have this type of thing for the community. Everybody just loves each other here, and everybody just showing love to each other. Everybody.
Yeah, what is it like to be a part of the Lucas basketball team? So much success here as of late during your 4 years. Obviously, you've enjoyed a ton. What's your experience been like?
I like just going out, playing with the team, doing whatever's great for the team, getting the team better, and just doing that.
All right, let's hear from Patrick now. A couple points in the game for you, and you've been a part of the rotation all season long, so just the whole evening, senior night, describe it to me through your eyes and what it was like here inside of the Cub Cave for you as an individual.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is my second year here, but every time we're showing up here, we always got the Cub Cave, we got the crowd going, so the energy is really electric, and it's just getting me through and getting our guys through this game, and just this special moment for senior night, and just all these guys and these support, and just having fun out there.
And then got OH.Report here in the building, even had ESPN, so maybe a little bit of pressure.
Them out here, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Just being a part of this team, again, just your second season, what has it been like? What would you say about the culture here of Cubs basketball? What do they got going on?
I mean, I love this community. Just coming here, it's so welcoming. Right when I walked in here, everybody was super welcome, and just everybody dedicated to practices, and everybody just pushing, and I've never seen anything like it, and that's truly what the Cub Pride is, and it's just hard work and blood, sweat, and tears, really. So, yep.
All right, let's hear from Peyton now. How would you describe this journey here with Lucas basketball? 4 years now in the books here, at least at home, and you guys, I think, just lost the one game all time here at the Cub Cave during your career.
Yeah.
How cool has this been?
It's been a pretty great to be a part of it and to experience it with everybody, and just to be part of all the success that we've had over the years.
So moving forward, one more game for you guys in the regular season. I know you're not going to overlook that, but heading into tournament time, what are some of the expectations that you seniors have been talking about?
We expect to give it our best shot and hopefully persevere and get the dub.
All right, well, that's something you've done a lot of so far this season, 17 of them. So congratulations on a big win here on senior night. We'd love for each of you to get a chance to have a shout out here. We'll let you go first, Peyton. Look into the camera, give a shout out to anybody who might be watching.
I guess shout out to my family and everybody who supported me the whole entire way.
All right, Patrick.
I want to give a shout out to all the seniors last year, especially Goose, Riley, Lane, and Ethan Sauter for getting me here. So thank you guys.
All right, last but not least, what do you got, Jimmy?
I want to give a shout out to Jody Toms.
Oh, Jody Good Peoples. All right, well, you heard it here. Our Adena Corporation MVPs, the 3 seniors, all lit it up tonight, got in the scorebook. Congratulations, guys. Thanks for talking with me.
Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and dive into the final stats of the night. I'm going to let Hayden talk about these. I'm going to get a picture of these seniors real quick. Hey, guys, don't run off real quick. Let me get a quick photo.
Yeah, so let's break these final stats down for you folks. Let's start with the visiting Clear Fork Colts. 13 total field goals on the evening. Did get that 1 3-pointer there in the second half in this fourth quarter, able to fall. 22 rebounds. They did win that rebound battle quite considerably over the over the Cubs this evening, but 30 fouls. That was definitely one of those that was a killer. Sent Lucas to the line quite a bit. 18 turnovers, most of those coming in the first half, tightened down a bit in the second, and 11 of 16 from the line, so not a bad night from the line for them, something to think about moving forward. And for your winning Lucas Cubs, 21 field goals tonight, 4 threes, and what feels like infinite and ones for them this evening. Just 14 boards, but 15 fouls, 7 turnovers. That is their staple. Coach Eisman, big on defense, big on not turning the ball over. They did a good job of that tonight. And then 14 of 21 of the line after a rough start, really tightened down. Did a good job getting up to 14 of 21. So those were your final statistics from this evening's contest.
Yeah, and they really rode their stars here tonight. Both Tom's brothers were exceptional. Logan, the leading scorer, as he's been basically all season long for Lucas, 19 points for him. older brother got into double figures as well. Ty Lenhart had an awesome game. And then just so classy, I think, of Coach Eisman and the entire program, starting the seniors, making sure that they got their minutes, and then closing out the contest, making sure that they got involved in money time, everybody's favorite part of the contest. So I thought it was just a great overall night here at the Cub Cave, at least if you're a Lucas fan. So we'll wrap things up with you just giving your last thoughts on what you saw from the Cubs as they got one more regular season game, a chance to get their 18th win, and as they move into tournament, what kind of team you really think they got going on here? Hey,
man, I think those 3 seniors did a good job of giving us the best insight of all, and that's hearing from them guys who we had with the 3. You had both sides. You have those who don't get as many minutes during the season but put in the time, and then all 3 of them collectively have that bond. They all 3, pour the same amount of effort into this program, and you've seen what the results have done. We talked about, for some of them, they haven't really seen many losses over those 4 years, and
right.
I think that's a testament to what I saw from them tonight, and I think that that's going to be their story the rest of this season. I think they definitely have a good chance to take down Mount Gilead in their final game, and I think if they stick to those roots of family and the bond that they have here and continue working hard, I think the postseason will bring and reap a lot of those benefits that they do work so hard for.
They are back-to-back district champions, and I know that their expectations are to do it yet again and try to get back to the regional even one step farther than they did last year. So I don't want to pour too much bad sauce on the Colts here tonight, but I didn't see a ton of energy. A lot of kids out there that got some minutes tonight, and it feels like they're searching for someone who can take us on your shoulders and go after and get some baskets. Who can we find to get some momentum? It never came in any type of form tonight. I didn't see it. It's been a long season for them, and I hate to say it, but I bet that it's going to be a little bit of a relief when it's all over for them. They do have one more shot against Highland, but man, this is a team that it just doesn't have any really continuity out there, Hayden. It didn't feel like they had good flow tonight.
No, and I think that, like you said, they had an opportunity to come out and show some flashes, and we saw that for a little bit after a timeout, but you're right. You don't want to – these are high school sports, and we don't want to throw too much on top of that. But, yeah, I think that, Coach Bethel's a great coach, and I think he's got to really work hard to see what went wrong this season as a whole and get that culture going again. Lady Colts have a great thing going on right now in their program, and this is a football team. Victor Scoop especially knows a lot of winning and success from that football team as well. So, they clearly in Clearfork, they do have a culture of winning, and I think they'll get back to that by just resetting things, finding an offense that works for them, having those leaders emerge in the off seasons where that really happens.
No question. One big positive for them is that a lot of the guys on the roster that are top contributors, really young.
Yeah.
Sophomores, freshmen. So the future definitely can be bright for the Colts moving forward. That's going to wrap up our coverage here tonight on senior night for the Cubs, who are a big 62-38 winner as they roll into their final game of the season at Mount Gilead, looking to continue their win streak, boosted up to 4. I want to thank you guys all out there for watching on the Facebook and the YouTube. And as always, big shout out to our generous sponsors. Could not bring it to you live and free without them making the contributions that they do. Ohio Valley Manufacturing, who is hiring folks. Adena Corporation. The Freedom Festival going down in July. North Central State College. And our awesome crew. Sorry, it went by just way too fast. Adam Thompson, Hayden Gray, hit me with some dance moves. I'm Brian Skronsky. Thank you guys for watching. Tons more basketball coming up this week on OH.Report. Keep it here. So long for now, though.